holidays are coming. Today I'm going to make a gooey butter pumpkin cake, or gooey pumpkin butter cake, or whatever you want to call it. It's a gooey butter cake made with pumpkin. Now, traditional gooey butter cake is like, it is a child of the 70s, and it's totally southern, and it uses a cake mix. It uses ingredients that are readily available. Most likely you already have in your kitchen. So let's see how this goes together. Very popular recipe. You can make a gooey butter cake out of anything. You don't have to use pumpkin. You can make it chocolate. You can make it just plain old butter cake. You can make lemon, orange. You can make it any old way. It doesn't matter. But the first thing we're going to do, I'll go over the ingredients. The crust part takes one standard cake mix. And today I'm using a yellow cake mix. Or you can use a spice cake mix. That would complement the pumpkin really nicely. And a stick of butter. And 1 egg. That's what goes in. This is the base. And then you're going to use another stick of butter and an 8-ounce brick of cream cheese, a 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree, you know, just plain, you know, pure packed pumpkin.
Right there.
Right. And then we're going to use some pumpkin pie spice and some vanilla. And that's going to make the filling part. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and I have this butter at room temperature, but I'm going to beat it, and I'm going to get it nice and creamy and smooth. Alright. Now, I wanted to make this with the hand mixer because I know a lot of people may not have my wonderful stand mixer of any kind, or much less a KitchenAid. I get that. I want to show you that a lot of the stuff I do, you don't have to use the stand mixer for, especially cakes and things like that. We're gonna incorporate 1 egg. I like to make sure that it is well incorporated. So make sure you scrape down. And this is blended fine for this stage. And then we're going to add our cake mix. And this is, we're going to actually create the crust or the bottom dough for this gooey pumpkin butter cake, gooey butter pumpkin cake. And then we're going to blend it. And it's going to be thick. You can already hear the mixer kind of straining a little. It's getting harder. You can see it starting to come together. Make sure you get all those straggly little crumblies in the bottom to join the party. Those wallflowers need to come to the party, okay? And give it a spin. And now we're going to have to rinse off our beaters, so I'll just set those over there. Now, you're going to want to have a 9x13 cake pan prepared. I have just a Pyrex baking dish. And when I say prepared, I mean either you can rub this with your butter paper, or you can spray some cooking spray, or you can take a little paper towel with some oil. And just to be doubly sure, even though I know that I washed my hands before I started, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. Grab a paper towel, wipe them off. Alright, and now we're just going to spread this evenly in the bottom of the pan. Just press it on in there. And your hands are definitely your best tool for this job. You'll be able to gauge the thickness, and you'll want to make sure that it's even. This is a wonderful, wonderful dessert to take to a holiday potluck or to put out for your Thanksgiving dessert. It's really good anytime. You know, you can get pumpkin all year long. We don't have to reserve pumpkin just for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I think we're so used to that because that's when the pumpkins come in to season, and we just don't think about it any other time of the year. What's next? 1 8-ounce brick of cream cheese. and 1 stick of butter at room temperature. These are both at room temperature. They're going to go in the bowl. Okay. And we're going to beat these. And I just rinsed off my beaters. I mean, don't get over obsessed about it. We're just creating the same dish. Now you can see clearly that this is soft, but we want it to be just a bit, you know, we want it to be incorporated and whipped together well. So here we go. It's going to be noisy. Okay, now can you see how nice and light that is now? And it's all incorporated, and it's a nice light yellow color. Really, it's not going to taste good. It's not sweet. It's just butter and cream cheese.
Not bad.
All right, now the next thing that we add is the magic. We add the pumpkin. And then we're also going to be adding 3 eggs. So in the pumpkin goes. It doesn't want to come out, so we shall force it. And we'll blend this in. Okay, now we're going to scrape down.
That's not bad at all. It tastes like sweet potato.
Somebody's probably going to yell at you for sticking your finger on the beater, even though our own family's just going to eat it.
I wiped it off.
You didn't even scratch his butt after.
Does it taste like sweet potato?
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
The eggs go in next. 3 eggs. It's almost like a souffle at this point. And that's kind of what it is. It's it's sort of like a custard, but it's got the cream cheese. It's more stable. So beat this in. All right. Now we're going to put in our seasonings. So I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. Actually, my grandmother's recipe for this cake, and I don't know where it came from, but it calls for, it's silly, it calls for a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of nutmeg, and I think that's ridiculous. So I actually think I'm just going to put in 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, because there's already cinnamon and nutmeg in here, plus there's ginger, allspice, and clove. And the only difference between apple pie spice and pumpkin pie spice is the addition of the ginger. We're going to put in about a teaspoon of good vanilla. And we're going to blend this up again. Scrape it down because that spice isn't wanting to go in by itself. So, spice is very stubborn. Okay, next thing on the list, powdered sugar. Really?
Oh.
Let me grab my scissors, honey.
It's getting even better.
It's getting even better. The man said so. All right. 2 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. Okay, we're going to add it in stages. 1 cup. Now don't ask me to laugh like the cow. Okay, here goes cup number 2.
Now what do you want?
The red one. Okay, and then 3/4 of a cup goes in next. And I'm gonna eyeball it. What? That looks about right. You're laughing at me. Okay, that's about as much as I can do with the beaters. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix the rest in until I can't see it anymore. And this smells really good. And I'm pretty sure it tastes good too.
Did you want to bite?
No. You don't want to taste it?
Oh, wow.
That's good stuff, Maynard. All right, over here. Put your filling on top of your gooey crust. I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And just even out the top there. Okay? And in the oven it goes. Sissy,
What
really?
do you want?
My goodness. What's that?
Thinks there's something good over here.
I guess. I don't know. Okay. 350. And we're going to bake that for between 40 and 50 minutes. So I'm going to set my timer for 40 and we're going to check it. And then we'll be back. Is it ready? Yes, she said it was ready.
Ty says ready.
Okay. So it's been 40 minutes. And I just want you to see it's a little bit jiggly. Okay? That's how you want it. Okay? Now you're going to let this cool for until it's completely cool. So that means it's going to cool for at least an hour, and Richard can't have any until it's cool. So when you're done, when it's ready to serve, I'll come back and I will cut you a slice of this gooey butter pumpkin cake. All right, it is later in the evening and our gooey butter cake is ready to serve, and some of my family has already served themselves. And now we're going to serve you. So there you go. I want to lift this up so you can see the striation in there. The crust kind of, when the crust and that filling meet and they bake together, so you've got this kind of crunchy-ish bottom, and you've got this doughier middle, which is a little bit chewy, and the top is creamy and like a pumpkin pie. It is absolutely fantastic.
It's set up nice.
And it's beautiful. This would be a fantastic addition to any Thanksgiving table, potluck, Christmas gathering, any type of get-together. Fabulous to take to the office, share with a neighbor, or any other number of things. That's how you make pumpkin gooey butter cake. And I hope you try it, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.